What's up, guys? This is Brent with 24/7 Parts. Now, if you've watched any videos on this channel, or if you haven't, this is the channel where I do most of our how-to videos on our John Deere equipment. So one thing that I did want to highlight today is one of the tools that I use the absolute most, which is going to be this rolling stool here and tool storage. Now, this is something that I use almost every time I'm doing a video, whether it be changing out filters on a lawnmower or doing something on a tractor, but I am constantly using this stool and I absolutely love it. There are a ton of features about it, so we'll go ahead and dive right on into it. First thing about this that I love is going to be the capacity that it can hold. And what I mean is the weight that it can hold here right on top of the seat. It has a 500-pound limit. Now, as you can tell by looking at me, I'm a rather bigger guy, closer to that 300 range, so I definitely need something that's going to be sturdy. And what helps make this stool so sturdy is its heavy-duty powder-coated frame. It is going to be a steel frame. It's also going to have the 3-inch caster wheels on the bottom, so it is a heavy-duty built little stool here that I can definitely feel safe while I'm sitting on it. Don't have to worry about it crumpling underneath me. I absolutely love it. Now, some other things about this stool is it's not just a stool. It's also going to be a storage container as well. So what I can do is I can have tools sitting with me while I'm working on these different pieces of equipment. I'm going to have a pull-out storage tray here for my smaller tools. If I need to add some bigger tools or maybe some parts, I can add those down into the bottom, be able to set that tray back on top, close that up, and then back to my normal stool here. Now, you're also going to see that we're going to have a couple of storage compartments over here on the side. This is oftentimes what you'll see me use a lot of the times. Great for putting bolts, screws, nuts, whatever you're going to have handy there with you, along with some of the tools over here on the side. And then another feature that I love, because it is going to be my most used actual tool, is going to be that it has a spot for your electric impact, your electric drill, that holsters it right there on the stool itself. So overall, just a very, very handy little stool that I love to use. Now let's talk about some of the dimensions on this thing. What we're looking at here as far as the dimensions, you are going to have a seat that is 16 inches wide by 11 inches deep here. So you have plenty of surface area here on top to make sure that you're going to be comfortable when using this. Now, as far as height wise, this is going to be adjustable in height. So right now, what we've got it set at is about that 17-inch mark, but you can actually raise this up and lower it with these bolts here. You can simply take these loose, raise that up, lower it down, make sure that it's at the right height for you. Now, I know that with any product, talking about it and seeing it used in action are two totally different things. So one thing I'd point out is we talked about those 3-inch casters. You can see just how smooth that glide is, no hiccups whenever I'm moving around with this thing. Very, very easy to glide around that machine on that floor. Even if I'm over here on my rug here, I can still move around on it. Not near as comfortable or as smooth, but that's because of the rug itself. But I am able to move around even whenever I'm on that rug. So if you have those uneven surfaces, very, very easy still to move around. Whenever we're talking about getting to that tool storage, very, very easy right there while you're on it. You can get your tool tray out, be able to access that. One thing that I like about this tool tray is that it does have some separation here, so you have your main cavity here in the middle, where we can have our wrenches, whatever those things are. Then we've got these smaller spaces down here on either side, where if I'm working with that impact, I can have my different sizes of drivers here that I can have separate. And then of course, like we showed down in the beginning, we can have those tools that are down below in that storage. And then those side pockets, very, very easy to reach to. So if I have those nuts and bolts that I need to get to, I can easily get to those. And then if I'm doing a lot of work with my impact, I can simply swivel that thing around. I've got that impact right down there, easy to grab, easy to get to do that work So just overall, a super, super handy tool. Now, there are a ton of different brands of these. The brand that I went with was the Mechanic. As I did a search today, this brand is no longer available on Amazon, but I did find a link for that I'll make sure to drop down in the description below, where you can go to get this exact model. Now, there are going to be tons of different ones out there that mirror it. They may have some different features that you like better. I've seen some ones that have multiple different drawers. They have multiple different holsters on the sides. They have ones that are going to have changeouts here on the side, so you can have different tool holders. Maybe you're looking for one that is going to have tool holders on the side, such as screwdriver holders or maybe hooks for your wrenches, things like that. This one overall works best for me, being as that a lot of times what I'm doing is this small equipment, so I'm working with a lot of little screws, a lot of little nuts and bolts, things like that. So having these little side holders, these kind of holsters over here, work great for me. But just know that if you are a do-it-yourselfer, if you are an at-home mechanic, definitely look into getting one of these little stools, because I can tell you right now, working off of one of these rather than working how I'm squatted right now is a whole lot easier on the body. You can hold a lot more than what you could if you were trying to hold it all in your pockets or your hoodie pocket here, or wearing a side holster belt, whatever those things are. Look into getting one of these, as they will make your life a whole lot easier. So guys, I hope this video helped you out. I hope that you liked this video. Maybe this gave you an idea of something that you need to add to your tool arsenal in your shop, or maybe this gave you an idea for a gift for someone else. But if this did help you out, we just ask you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, make sure to go buy your parts right here and subscribe right here.